This is lesson 12.1. This is page 331. And we are going to introduce you to graphing on the coordinate plane. Essential question: how do you locate and name points in the coordinate plane? There's a lot of vocabulary terms on this page that I want you to practice and become familiar with. So please read along with me. Naming points in the coordinate plane. A coordinate plane is formed by two number lines that intersect at right angles. The point of intersection is 0 on each number line. Basically, a coordinate plane is a graph. So read the bullets with me. The two number lines are called the axes. The horizontal axis is called the x-axis. That's this one right here. It's not writing for some reason. That's this one right here. And the vertical axis is called the y-axis. The point where the axes intersect is called the origin. That's right here. You can see it right here. The origin. The origin is 0, 0. And the two axes divide the coordinate plane into 4 quadrants. This is quadrant 1. We use Roman numerals. This is quadrant 1. This is quadrant 2. This is quadrant 3. And this is quadrant 4. So they each have a name. Okay, I'm on this part right here where it says an ordered pair. An ordered pair is a pair of numbers that gives the location of a point on a coordinate plane. The first number tells how far to the right, positive, or left, negative, the point is located from the origin. The second number tells how far up, positive, or down, negative, the point is located from the origin. The numbers in an ordered pair are called coordinates. The first number is the x-coordinate, and the second number is the y-coordinate. Example 1 says, identify the coordinates of each pair, name the quadrant where each point is located. So we almost need to pretend here that they don't have this stuff right here. We almost don't want this. I'm going to cross these lines out. And the 2 points we're looking at are A and B. It says point A is 1 unit left of the origin and 5 units down. So the origin's right here. And are they right? Is it 1 to the left and 5 down? It is. That's where point A is. It has x-coordinate -1, that means 1 to the left, and y-coordinate -5. It's written as -1, -5. It is located in quadrant 3. So this point right here is located at -1, -5, and it is in quadrant 3. It's going to come important later when we talk about the different quadrants. So point B says, point B is 2 units right of the origin, 1, 2, and 3 units up, 1, 2, 3. That's where it is. It has x-coordinate 2 and y-coordinate 3 written as 2, 3. It is located in quadrant 1. Remember, it's quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4, written as Roman numerals. Cool. Okay, this video is going to continue on to the very next page, so just turn the page with me. Reflect. If both coordinates of a point are negative, in which quadrant is the point located? So let's go back to this guy right here. So if the first, we're going to start at 0 right here, the origin. If the first coordinate is, remember it says negative, and the question says if both, what I think I'm going to do here is I'm going to make it, now I can see the coordinate and the question. Here's the question here. If both coordinates of a point are negative, in which quadrant is the point located? That's the question. And what we're doing is we're using this coordinate grid to kind of think about it. So if the first number is negative, we'll just negative a number and negative a number. If the first one's negative, we go which way? Left or right? We go left. And if the second one's negative, we go down. Well, what is this quadrant called? This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So that's our answer. If they're both negative, where do you end up? You end up in quadrant 3. And you don't put a 3, you either can do it like this, or you can just leave it like that, quadrant 3. It says describe the coordinates of all points in quadrant 1. Let's think about our deal. How do you get to quadrant 1 right here? The first number has to be positive, and the second number also has to be positive. Describe the coordinates of all points in quadrant 1. Both coordinates must be positive. All right, question number 3 reads, communicate mathematical ideas. Explain why negative 3, 5 represents a different location than positive 3, 5. So let's go over to our deal here and just kind of estimate where would this one be, negative 3, 5. Negative 3, 5 means you start the origin, you go 3 to the left and then up 5. It'd be like around here. That one's negative 3, 5. This one right here would be positive 3 up 5. It says explain why blank represents a different location than blank. Because negative 3, 5 is to the left 3 spaces and up 5. And I should put these in parentheses. 3, 5 is to the right 3 spaces and up 5 spaces. They both go up, but one of them goes to the left and one of them goes to the right. And the main difference is that negative. So that's a decent answer for question number 3, because negative 3 is to the left 3 spaces and up 5 spaces, and 3, 5 is to the right 3 spaces and up 5 spaces. Okay, let us move on. Okay, we're on the your turn. It says identify the coordinates of each point, name the quadrant where each point is located. So we have to do 2 things. We have to write the coordinate pairs, and we have to name the quadrant. So when we do our ordered pairs, we want to write them inside parentheses. So where is G? G is right here. And how do you get to G? Go to the origin and you go over 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is that? Over 4 is to the right, that's positive, and down 4 is to the left, that's negative. The answer is 4, negative 4, and it has to be in that order. And the second answer is name the quadrant. This is quadrant 1, this is quadrant 2, this is quadrant 3, this is quadrant 4. Which quadrant is it in? It's in quadrant 4. All right, point E is to the left 2 spaces and up 4 spaces. To the left 2 spaces would be negative 2, and up 4 spaces would be positive 4. It's negative 2, 4, and that's in quadrant 2. F is to the right 1, 2, 3 spaces and up 2. To the right would be a positive number and up would be a positive number. So it's over 3, up 2. Both have to be positive numbers. Excuse me. And that is in quadrant 1. And we are on H. H is to the left 1 space. That's negative 1. And it is down 1, 2, 3. I miscounted. It's down on the negative 3 line. It's down 3 spaces, so it's negative 3. So the coordinate pair is negative 1, negative 3. And that's in quadrant 3. Cool. All right, we are going to go ahead and check out the bottom of this page, and then this video will be over, and we'll go on to the next one. Please read along with me. Graphing points in the coordinate plane. Points that are located on the axes are not located in any quadrant. Points on the x-axis have a y-coordinate of 0, and points on the y-axis have an x-coordinate of 0. The directions for example 2 say graph and label each point on the coordinate plane. The first one is negative 5 and 2. Negative 5 is 5 units left and 2 units up. The negative means to the left and 2 means up. So it's 5 to the left and 2 up. That's point A. Point B is 3 units to the right and 1.5 units up. 3 units to the right, 1.5 units up. That's right here. And then 0, negative 3. What does that mean? The first number is always how far you go over left and right on the x-axis. If it's a 0, that means it doesn't go anywhere. It's like saying over 0. When I see this right here, I say over 0. So if I start here and if I go over 0, that means I don't go over any. The negative 3 though means down 3, so it's right here. So point B is in quadrant 1, point A is in quadrant 2, and then point C is on neither quadrant. it is on the y-axis. So it's over 0, down 3. It's right there. Okay, good, John. Good job. You have completed pages 331 and 332.